Hello, Rec187 and welcome back to our first look at Shadow Empire, where we're building ourselves a festive funland with our cult of Noel. So thus far we have been slowly building up our internal economy and kind of feeling out our neighbours and having a few tussles with some pesky bugs and some marauding free folk, which is where we're really going to focus our initial efforts of just stabilising our borders and clearing out those raiders. We are going to start to consider the prospect of an external war, but I still think we're a few episodes away from actually being able to commit to one. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch livestream, so without any further ado, I'll hand you straight over to the live audio. At some point, we're going to have to decide what our expansion plans are going to be. Well, that seems maybe somewhat ahead of the game. He did go and stand there. Well, they might just have set themselves free, because I bet that's going to cause danger to my city. More fuel? Man, we got a lot of fuel. Kept another promise, which I totally forgot about. Excellent. New guns. We want guns. What do I know about you? Do I know anything about you? Nomad infantry, 1030. So your defense is slightly better than mine, actually. Must have more armor. And you are 2020. Okay, so you're not particularly good. You just look absolutely baller. Surely you're not going to step. Well, I'll move my SHQ. No. Surely you're not going to stand there. That would seem ludicrous. What's my danger looking like? Yep, 20. Oh, I was so foolish to have given up the tile to protect my cyber robot factory. Alright. Okay, suddenly there's only 22 of them. That's probably just increased intelligence. Let's stick a couple of you there. Let's stick a couple of you there. Let's get that militia dude to come down to there. And this militia dude to come up to here. Got our purple split between these two tiles. And then, oh boy, are we going to hammer you next turn. And just as little taster. Have some of that. Pesky nomads. Now the reason I'm not attacking this turn is that you get you get so many action points which you can spend on movement or attacking. So if you move lots and then attack, you cannot attack for as long, so it's not as an effective attack. Like some of these guys can't even initiate attack, they have so few action points left. So that's why I'm doing that. Oh, what are you building? Is it? No, let's go. Ah, light industry. I approve. Thank you very much. Right, you guys are all chilling there. Just saber rattling going on. And we're just chilling back here. It's okay. You are a problem. I need you to get away from my city, or I'm going to have to attack you and push you back. Which is difficult in the low mountains, not going to lie. But that's just going to build danger over time, and that's it's forever to get it. Okay. How are we doing? So much metal. It's gone down because we're building our various recycling places. Also, well, I'm not going to have the IP for it. Why did you not get these things? Oh yeah, because he's not here. Derp, 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 derp. You've got one turn left. Yeah, okay, you are getting the industrial points. I was complaining about upgrading this bad boy, but I'll wait till he's finished first. Then we should be able to push this 3. You're at 3. Well, up to 4 now that we are a minor city. Incident with democratic activists. A rather grave incident. You should know about what I did. So this is from Judah Ironlight, commander of my infantry brigade. A group of Democratic activists outside my compound in Jupiter kept insulting you. Well, Mr. Judah Ironlight, I would argue, why are you not at the front with your men? He had them arrested or them driven, taken care of. If you know what I mean. Jesus. Okay. Ignore it. Support it. That's a lot of unrest. Reverse it. Reverse it and discipline them. Let's go for it. It's probably terrible for my fighting forces, but unacceptable. We do not disappear people.
Roger that.
We have a glorious and democratic cult of Noel. S25. He's not happy. We bring joy and happiness and presents. Although I wonder what they were protesting about. Maybe they rocked out the small mince pies at the Christmas party instead of the full-size ones. I can understand a protest about that. I don't even like mince pies, but there you go. Would we like to research high velocity guns or automatic rifle? Oh, absolutely. Switch what you're doing. I want them guns. Automatic rifles in my troops' hands, and I will now. I hate it. That's not what my colleagues at work say. What are you alluding to? Anyway, how are you this evening? You full of festive cheer? We should probably at some point get like a radiation place to clean this place up. But so far, the extra arms and legs our people are growing don't seem to be bothering them too much. Right, I think we're done this turn. Keep going. You can see, so you ate like 6 mince pies. That's the festive spirit. Okay, good. He moves away from the city. So that was going to be causing danger, high voltage in the city there. Right, we killed 300 infantry. I'll have to check what that is. Or was, I should say. More bonus BP. That's lovely. Gained engaged poly. I'll have to have a look at that because I've ignored that thus far. Sealed roads, mercenary, all very good. So let's look at 2 things. First of all, oh, actually, where is that? Is it in management? Set model, leader, profile. Profile, that's what we want. So, this is where your leanings impact the game. So because we are leaning democratic, you've unlocked these things. So engaged politicians, that's a new card which can come up, as with conflict resolution. And we're working towards, we have a 4% chance per turn of getting open politics, which gives us a 6% political bonus and a new stratagem. I don't know what political bonus is, but there we go. Quality of life bonus 50% though, that's actually really useful. That's probably helping us out quite a lot. And a political bonus 40%. Okay. None of the government ones have fired. They're not doing anything for us. And down here we've got some national pride, which gives us more morale. Lovely jubbly. But yeah, but that's how your stratagems kind of impact your game. We've just got, we could, recon body might be useful. Actually, we haven't got model design this yet. So I wonder if we can actually design a new thing. Probably can't. That could prove a little problematic if I want to upgrade my my infantry to have the better guns. Okay. Task priorities, political power, stratagems. Yeah, I'll scooch it this way a little bit. Okay, political power is good. Although we've got a reasonable bit in the bank, maybe we can spend some of it. Right, step 1. You stand there. These guys are not allowed to come any closer. Trucks move up. We've got ourselves a bit of a border. Hallelujah. Oh, here we go, step 2. Now we could bombard first, but we've only got like 10 guns. Might still be worth it. Or, not air attack, red attack. We could just attack, but not with our, let's not throw our Supreme Command in. That's that. I'm not that good at the game, but that seems like pretty good odds. And we'll just annihilate these so-called free folk. So you do get bonuses for attacking from like different sides. It comes through in one of these somewhere. Like, I can't remember what it is. Is that one concentric attack modifier? It's a very in-depth system, and I will not pretend to know like I understand it in any great detail. Obviously, attacking from all surrounds is good. The guy who made this game, he also did, I think it's Advanced Tactics Gold, and did he do the decisive campaigns as well? I can't remember. But like kind of World War II wargamey stuff. So that's where a lot of this history comes from. These attacks. Right, attack.
Move out.
This should just be an absolute cakewalk. GG. So we didn't take any losses. A few hits, a few kills. Our light infantry and machine guns getting the job done. And so, important thing, all these white flags, so because they were surrounded, they just give up. No, they take it out of the game. If there was an empty hex the guy could retreat into, these dudes would all just retreat to that hex. So it becomes a much more protracted affair to try and murderize them. Sweet. Oh, there's commandos there. 3rd MG Infantry Battalion has the commandos. Okay. I think that's our first kind of offensive victory. I think first offense at all. That was good. So we've got our 2 infantry. One I think is definitely going to bolster our militia forces over here. And t'other might head down to the south. Thinking our militia might just starve out. Which, to be honest, is fine. Just don't tell him I said that. Right, so this is our first MG brigade there, and then these guys can't move, that's fine. Okay. And more importantly, we have our road and our rail connecting our cities, so actually our logistics can start flowing again. Okay, and it also means this is going to start sucking down the resources. Which we have lots of. Lots of, actually. I'm tempted. Right, hang on. Tempted to go for the industry. Let's have a look. What does it take? And this is where the maths kind of hurts my head a little bit. Okay, industry takes 500 a round for 3 rounds. So we need 1500. But if we get 244 a round, we should have 1500 in 3 rounds. Yeah? I feel like that math checks out in my head. And I'll start generating an extra 50 turn, which isn't, you know, it's not crazy sauce levels of IP, but it's good. And it's a lot better than we've got going. So let's see, let's do it. Now I think we're going to be light on machines. Which may need to buy either some more metal or some more machines. So machines, so I guess we're going to buy some more metal. If I wanted to make 2 machines artisanally, ever 1 artisanally made machines, 40 metal, rare IP. Okay. It's quite IP expensive, that, actually, to be fair. Which could also trip us up for a turn. What can I sell? Water. Have all the water you want, mate. I've got so much of the stuff.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. And food. Have all the food you want.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those 2 things make me very happy. I'm going to buy a chunk of metal, I think. Should have bought the machines. It was just too poor, that was the problem. Why not? Ah, because the buy button's over there, Requin. That's why. Okay, let's top up the metal we spent on machines. I'm tempted to buy some of these high-tech parts. Just because I know they're a real pain in the bahookie to get, so let's do that. We've got a nice little stockpile. A little bit of cash. We may end up IP short, but okay. Whatever. No one ever said I'm a perfect gamer. Right, you guys are all cool. Militia Buggy doing what Militia Buggy does. Buggying around. Got this road. I wonder, can I build a road here? Although it's training IP I don't want to spend, so let's do it for the science, but not for the actuality. No, I can't. So it will take a full turn before that connection comes fully effective again. That's cool, I just wanted to check that. And then maybe we'll go to war with these fools. Give us a
objective, although it is going to be pretty painful stomping a road through these mountains. Like, seriously painful. So it might be a bit of a cold war for a while. But it might give us something to focus our attention on. Right, while the AI does its thing, I'm just going to grab myself a quick drink. Excuse the background noises. Right. No losses, no kills. Alright. More fuel. Man, we are just sitting on the... I don't know, a lot of fuel? That's as clever a way of putting it as I could think of. Radiation filters. Oh. Vehicles and suits would be upgraded. This sounds pretty sensible to do. Although I've not seen that much degradation in our troops because of radiation, but still. Friends, credits PP. Your political forces have chosen the troops their aid truck is embedded with to receive special extras. I'll have a look at that momentarily. Right. Assets. Construction. You are happy. You have everything you need for this turn. I'm just gonna leave you be. Oh, have you? Yeah, no, you do. You do. We see, we lost 2, right? And this is the bit which I saw confused a lot of other people when they were looking at the game coming out, and confuses me still. Because it spent 1 last turn, but it looks like it's already taken the 1 for this turn. Look in here. Well, now I'm slightly confused. In, consumed, out, 0. Unless you ate 1 as well. Yeah, okay, that's where the second one went. Right, alright. That means we might be a machine short. To the trade menu. I think just 1 is all we need.
Yes, sir.
Buy radioactives? No, thank you. Okay, these guys are running away. Glorious fright, as they should. So I'm just going to do it for showing you. If we were to build just a dirt road, obviously is the worst of the roads for logistics. Where are we? How much would it cost? That would cost me 700 IP. 700 IP. So going through the mountains is no joke. This dude's still alive and reinforcing. Let's push a dirt road down to him. Okay, well done. There we go. It's been a little bit IP, but that's okay. The Death Wastes. That sounds like a friendly place. Yeah, so our first MG people, we would like to go move. We're going to send them all up this week. Now there is strap move. Aha! Do that. We'll get you all back into the base. Well, it helps if you right click. Use the choo-choo railroads. Beautiful. And our purples are going to head down. Probably try and clear out the death wastes. Now, also to start move, you have to start on a road or rail, so not everyone's going to be able to do it. And It does eat your logistic points, which is probably why I'm falling foul of things there. Okay, but we'll head down. You guys just stay where you are for just now. And this militia are going to head out into the Bart Banks. See if we can't push back the tide there. I feel like it's a fairly uninhabited world though. Aside from these little friends that we have made. It's a lot of mountains. I really don't want to be fighting through those mountains. Unless I can find a way through to the south perhaps. Or we could just go and stab Montana in the back. Or Darkland in the back. Farmers. Yeah. Might be our best chance of expansion. Do that, what we want. We could probably just use light infantry and maybe one other MG brigade. Take out Montana, maybe. Probably want some artillery battalions to support them. Artillery being pretty baller. Although of course you're shelling a city, it does tend to trash the city. We'll do that. I think we'll finish off our industry here. And then we'll make a move towards... he's still on the brothel, towards conquering someone. So this is 2,000 odd bugs are currently camped outside a luxury brothel. Read into that wherever you will. I literally have no idea what you could read into it, but just do it. Yeah, these hills, man. Until we start like drowning in IP, which we will eventually be. That's a bit of a no bueno. I think, yeah, let's go after Montana. Which is a shame, because thus far we've been friends. We must go and spread our festive cheer. National budget. You need more money. You both need more money, so why don't we say this? Come down to 20. And you 40, 40, 20? Actually less than you had it before, but yeah, that's fine. Oh, and do you know what? It annoys me a little bit. Like, okay, these guys should be annoyed. But like, Chip here, Chip. He's like, oh, you dropped my budget from 45% to 40%, but it's like, I've got a whole other department to fund. Like, a little bit of, you know, reality, realism, I don't know, thought. Anyway. What are you doing here, bud? Discovering, researching, prospecting. Let's turn this down. We've got more stuff than we could ever possibly need. Let's get you. 10 is fine. You were at 10. Sure, 15's good. Yeah, 40, 55. About beautiful. Now you can change those things on the hoof, but it costs you a few political points. Again, we are going to do absolutely nothing because we are not going down the enforcement route. Let's have a look at stratagems because we've probably got bazillions of these things. Right, political aid truck. What does this do? Don't really know. Let us give it to someone. Oh, guards battalion. That's cool. A gas facilitator adventurer party. No, we're going to put on some of our regulars. You.
Affirmative.
What does this do? Sure, we'll give you to people as well. Let's just hand these out like it's Christmas and their presents. How fitting.
Affirmative.
I'll go have a look at what they do in a minute.
Affirmative.
Oh, I've just given them two things. So a lot of that went to our MG group. Stratagems. Here. Just MG. So we know what they do. Little aid truck. Toot toot. Troops with embedded can at most lose 20% of readiness points during. Oh, okay. So a nice little buff, I suppose. What else have we got? We can spend our glorious political points on zones, prospecting. We might look at that in a minute. Field training. Oh, okay. Experience. That's potential. Make someone happy. It sounds rubbish. Make someone else happy, but not with money. Let's do this actually. Just give us more people in the pool as and when jobs come up.
Affirmative.
Discuss our policy regarding this cult. Maybe. Ooh, that's a lot of unrest. Let's not do that just yet. Let's maybe... Actually, tell you what we could do. You're all sitting on there. Most of you are sitting on this. Oh, this is the perfect time to do it, actually. Let's do it. Get me some fate points.
Copy that.
And only 18. Wow, that was quite a nice little... a nice low roll. Okay, so good. That's those yellow stars we can spend on stuff. If I did this on Jupiter. Yeah, the problem is you just... Oh, we might get this one. I guess I don't really need anything. Unrest. School might be cool. Is it worth fate points? I don't know. Tell you what, why don't we send a spy into Darkland over there? Looks like we can get this one pretty easily. Yep. We send in them all.
Affirmative.
Alright. What's that do? Don't really know. We'll maybe find out next time. Okay. I think it's good to keep using the stratagems as and when they come up. I'm not sure about prospecting. I would like the archaeology one, but the problem is we just suck, so I don't want to do it to fail. Okay, without further ado, let's move into wherever the next turn is. We've been bumbling along, and by the time we find another major, they've got like tanks and stuff. Okay, they've now pushed back to hold the border. That's fine. All right. State companies. We'll look at that in a minute. Vidcom broadcasting. Happier, I think. Beautiful. Problem is, you haven't got a... Yes, perfect timing. Right, we want the Model Design Council.
Affirmative.
Might be next turn if that's wrong, but that should allow us to then create a new model of our infantry with the upgraded guns. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep doing what you're doing, mate. I'm no real rush for any of that. And you... Oh, let's get radiation filters. Unless you learn some experience. Yeah, no, okay. Get those guys in. It's a fairly no-brainer. Incident with perceived cowardice. Ooh. There's been a perceived incident. A bit of an incident. Whilst I was making an inspection turn Jupiter, fair play, Governor, there was these ruffians beating up a group of women. I mean, that sounds terrible. It happened very close to me, and I didn't really do anything. My guards didn't, however. The people, however, say I'm a coward. Oh. So, like, oh, hey Joe, how's it going? Good to see you. Indeed we are in, well, space war but on land. I feel a little bit for the guy. Because, you know, he's a governor, he's not like a military man, so he's not like supposed to like personally get involved. I think the fact his guards got involved in would be a benefit. At the same time, we do want to go down the heart route. So let's go for like the all political. We're going to say it was terrible, but he did nothing, but we're not going to punish him because really, we still like him. Although he's not going to be a big fan of us after this. No, he is not. 44. He could rebel. How about we don't have any money? Fair enough. Can we get some money? And then maybe we could give him some. It's not a bribe. Just exchange of money for political favor. Let's sell all our water because
Yes,
we got
sir.
plenty of it. Not worth very much, but that's okay. Oh my, that's a lot of money.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please, thank you. Beautiful. I'll splurge out on some high-tech
Yes, sir.
parts and probably on some machines just to save our IP at the minute.
Yes,
I
sir.
splurged out too much on high-tech parts. Okay. Can I get some more money
Yes,
that way? Yeah, I can. Good. Right. What we're going to do is go to our stratagems. We're going to grab in our leaders one a bonus. And we're going to give it to the guy who doesn't really like us very much. What was his name? He was a commander? No, he was a governor. Here you go, Victor. Good old Vic. Oh, that's really likely to fail. How do you fail to give someone money? As I get it. Fails that the outcome you want. Okay, what about if I give you a medal? Ah, perfect. Here we go. Bit of silver in the old chest. Sorted. Oh, I perhaps should have used this spy. Oh, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. I keep talking about how I want to do this archaeological one, but I'm worried about the failure. So why don't we give a spy to good old Chip here? And then that'll make him better. Now he's a director. Here he is. Have a spy.
Affirmative.
Sweet. And now if we go into our... Well, that doesn't say it's any better. What? Next skill roll. Is this not a skill roll? Science skill roll. Feature Shadow Spy. Okay. Now let me check something else. We go into say for ops. Say we're sending more spies into Montana. She's 100 plus 34, at obviously 36. If we then throw in a Shadow Spy, this is potentially a little bit of a waste. But I'm doing it for science.
Affirmative.
And then we go back and talk over ops. Okay, so that is including the boost from her. Am I liking the games for? I am Joe. It's really cool. I think, like I said, I don't mind the artwork actually. I say it reminds me of like the 90s. I get why people grumble at it, but I enjoy the. Do you know? See just the depth of just setting the blooming thing up, and like what kind of world I want, and what kind of how big I start, and the armies, and the science level, and the flora and the fauna and the age and all that kind of shenanigans. I think it's really cool the way you can just kind of set your own story. But no, I failed slightly because I was trying to set up an ice world, and it's a little bit temperate. Actually, what is my temperature? Let's go to field inspect. Yeah, okay, we're cold, but I thought it'd be icier. It's a bit green rather than the white land I wanted for a cult of Noel, but still, it's cool. And we forced there to be alien life, so we've got these 4-meter long carnivores just roaming the planet. And the fact that that's just procedurally generated it's awesome. It's really cool. It's really cool. I mean, there's a whole depth and complexity I'm barely scratching the surface with thus far, but I like it. As ever with these things, the opaqueness of certain things is probably the biggest stumbling block, but I've kind of watched enough before jumping into it that I vaguely know what I'm getting into. Right. Random review aside, you try and get more into hex games that are challenging. It also depends on the type of hex game, because some of them become very much like puzzle games. So things like probably like Unity Command and Panzer Corps, which much smaller scale, and it does feel a lot more puzzly into how you get your units in the right place, using you could use terrain and all that kind of stuff. But the whole, especially the 1 unit per tile thing, it makes them feel more like puzzle games and perhaps more like war games. Whereas I suppose you get things like this and what's more like that. I like, the Grisbys, I suppose, a great example where you can stack things up. So the hex is just a more of a map and a way of organisation things, and I think that's much more interesting. Although they tend to be the bigger, more complex ones. So I've barely scratched the surface with those as well. Yeah, right. Well, I forgot what I was trying to do. Yeah, I want to do this, but I think because Chip has got upset with me, this has gone down. Wish you'd get better at your job, Chip. Okay, right. So that was quite a long angle into shadow spies and things, and we have not ended up doing anything. Right, you go here, and we're just going to hold the line. Just to say, stay away. Yeah, War and East is nuts. I mean, that is, I'm marvel at the people that play that. It looks phenomenal. But yeah, no, I'm not going there yet. One day. I think, although I like the fact in the new War and East that you can, maybe you could do in the old one, but I'm not that favourite. But you can do a lot more of in the realms of automation, where you can say, I'm not interested in the air game, AI, you go do that, or I'm not interested in logistics, AI, you go do that. Which I think is a much more beginner-friendly way of doing things. Right, so our next plan is going to be to get our light infantry here to smoosh this guy in the face. That's good. So we maybe, I mean, these are terrible units to hold the line with. How's our industry going? 1 turn left. Well, we're going to do that and then some. Actually, are we? Maybe not. We might end up short on metals. Again, this is where the slight opaqueness as to how and when the consumption gets done. So this says to me this zone has 293. Yeah, and my what you call it, SHQ is 258. So I should have enough to fulfill that 500. Those are different things. So we'll leave it be for now. This recycle is up and running, so he's going to start pulling out artifacts as well as materials. I probably will look to upgrade it a couple levels, but let's get our industry finished first. Similarly, I want to upgrade both these scavenging places as well, so we get really a nice flow of metals and coming in. Really, so we can probably build a second industry down here, or upgrade this one. Building on our next play, but I would like a 3rd army. So I would quite like to. Oh, so our spies are seeing all this. You really are. You're a one town place, and this is all that. I think we have to smoosh these guys. I think that's going to be really our job. So am I at war right now? No, I'm not at war actually. I have. What am I with this? We are nothing with these people, so we're not at war. We haven't agreed borders, so we can still shuffle about a little bit. I am fighting the non-aligned, so they are this is several thousand 4-meter long carnivore animals who are chilling outside a luxury brothel in the tile, as you do. Presumably all the patrons are currently trapped inside a luxury brothel, which, maybe they're not so remiss about that. We've got some free folk down here, which is like raiders, which we are supposed to be fighting, and that's it. And now we're thinking about going to war with these guys. This is just a demarking that we've agreed border with them for now. For now, he says. I think we take these guys. We need troops. What troops? I probably want to use these militia guys because they will have artillery, and it's all the artillery I've got right now. Tell you what, let's send these MG infantry. I'm going to spend a couple of turns marching this way, and they're going to be the ones holding the line, because that feels like a job they should be doing. Where's my number 1? There we go. Get them to hold line against the Zekonom over here. And then we'll pull our trucks back out. We'll also maybe build a couple of independent artillery battalions. And long term another light infantry brigade. Should then see if we can get some better eyes on this chap. Try and get him surrounded and then maybe crush him as well. Good. Aside from that, things going okay. Yeah, water's fine. We just sold it all, so we don't have any. Ammo's okay. Everything looks hunky dory. Oh, we did get a new model council. Or was that this turn? That was. Yes, I think it was this turn. So next turn will actually come into effect. Right. A minor worker strike. Really? Are you guys upset? 12. Eh. No, we don't have the money for that. If we ignore them, that's a lot of unrest. But then I just moved all my military out, which is bad to do that one. Strikers there. Oh, well, you 24 credits.
Copy that.
I like how, and I also get it just makes life more expensive, but like giving into their quests, you just pay them money and that gives you more democratic points. Let's quickly look at trade then, see if we can't raise a couple hundred credits. One is the prices of things we have are going to be really low because we keep selling them all. Yeah. Sell, not buy. Yeah, in fact, people are not going to buy fuel, people are not going to buy food. We could sell a little bit of metal. It needs 235. Don't want to do that. I'm going to ignore them this turn, which is going to hurt, but I think we'll be able to buy them off in future. Unrest up to 30, but it should disintegrate. Yeah, I should have left all these guys in. I forgot about that. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Lessons learned and all that. What about... No, I don't use a fate point on it. If I had someone just cost political powers, I'd be tempted. It's not worth a fate point. Cool. Workers always be upset. Yeah, exactly. We probably cancelled their Christmas bonus or something. To be fair, it's a reasonable thing to upset by. Maybe we downsized our bacon rolls that we hand out and that upset them. That I laugh because that always comes to mind because that happened to me. When was that? Oh, it was a long time ago, like 8 years ago now. That makes me feel old. When I was fairly fresh-faced in the industry, working away. And we used to get these free bacon rolls every Friday. We're giving out just, very, you know, a fairly kind gesture by company. It was a fairly small fry, but I always thought it was nice. And then let's try and move these trucks out. 1 week they changed where they were coming from, and so our bacon rolls were slightly smaller, and the uproar in the office was ridiculous. You know, all these kind of full-time professional people earning reasonable wages in anguish because the free bacon roll on Friday was suddenly smaller. That has always stuck with me. But well, partly the ridiculousness of people, but also the way that regular free things suddenly become expectations. Right, random rant aside. Don't know where this free folk have gone, because I kind of want to. Well, I do want to kill them off before I start my war. If I can't find them, we may just have to start without them. So why is your danger? Okay, it's just slowly burning off. That's fine. How be you doing, Jupiter? That came down 8 points. Yeah, okay, it's burning off quite quickly actually. And that'll slowly burn off as well. Cool. So that wasn't too much of an issue. Wilkendark found an unusual companion. Did you, Simon? You want to take a citizen with you in all travel and works, concerning the most enigmatic of all historians. I'm not too worried about regulations. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think this seems like a great idea, mate.
Roger that.
Nistro didn't like it. Everyone else is pretty happy. Didn't necessarily align with the ideologies we're going for, but that's kind of secondary. Okay, model design, perfect. Suitability. Well, you've got suitability ring of. Wow, Julian, you're looking pretty good actually. Technical ring of 84. Cool. You probably aren't going to like us that much. Well, you do like us. You'll be good at your job. So, congratulations. Discover or design. Let's do something like that. And perfect. We would like a brand new model of infantry. Can we just build upon these guys? So, man, we are using terrible guns right now. So we can upgrade to. So we're doubling our firepower for infantry. That's beautiful. Just the enviro suit. Okay. You get that done. I think from the text, I think radiation filters are retroactive, but we shall see. So we might give up a tile here, but it's a tile of nothingness. That's okay. Militia buggies moving west. You should probably move west to join them. We've got all our militia forces in the same area. And bombard. Some tentative militia movement out here. Hello. Found you. We may just have to leave you be though, or hem you in. Oh yeah, there's artifacts down here as well actually. This is a good place for a scavenger. Right, but let's not get distracted, Rickman. Okay, step 1, movement's done. Step 2, let's look at my assets. You finished. Perfect. Perfect. So next turn we'll have a lot more IP. 50. Now I would really like to get you up to level 2 because look, we quadruple our industrial production points. But that's pretty bloomin' expensive. So you need 3,000 metal. So we're a wee bit away from that. So I think the things we're doing, well, a couple of things. One, I would like to do recycling with our artifacts, because I think building artifacts seems like a good idea. Let's get that on the construction.
Copy that.
We also want to expand the recycling dudes we have here. Let's construct and get... Tech level has to be level 4. Oh, there we go. Tech level's not good enough. That's fine. I'll upgrade this bad boy instead.
Copy that.
Good. And what is the public sector up to? A dome farm. I don't think we need more food, to be perfectly honest, mate. But okay. Right, we've done assets. Could have a candidate trade, but I don't think there's anything we particularly need. We have lots of IP. We could start thinking about a road actually. Now that we're saving up our IP a little bit, but maybe we'll hold off until we've built some of these. The other thing actually that reminds me I wanted to look at was in the likes of Jupiter. Starting to build some more government stuff and logistics stuff. We do need to nationalise the truck station as well. I would very much like bureaucrat offices. Probably a rad treatment centre would be a sensible thing to have here. Start clearing away the radiation. Hospital, university. I kind of want it all, really. You're 1 round. I think we can probably not afford this given everything else that's going on, actually. Let's not. Disappointing. I will have to hold off. I think the construction and the upgrade is going to be too much. So I think we'll need more metal than we've got. Maybe next turn. The other thing that's probably worthwhile doing is expanding the sealed road out this way. We'll do that just a little bit at a time. Oh, sure, I'll do that way, right. Because we don't have a rail out this way. Oh, I meant to build it down to there. I did not. Don't know if they can just jump off the rail anytime. I think it can. Let's have a look at our logistics. So this hopefully means they'll come here and then head up this way when we start piling up our troops up there. Seems okay. Everything seems nice and green. I mean, the fact that I've had a rail line starting between these two towns has really reduced my need to really micromanage logistics thus far. Okay.
And that is where we're going to bring this episode to a close. So I'm really pleased to have seen in this one we've got our upgrade to our infantry troops. It just makes them a little bit more capable, and we don't have to worry so much about raiders and our neighbours, although the bugs I still think are outmatch us on a kind of one-to-one basis. But problems for the future. As ever, this was taken from Twitch live stream, so if you're interested in coming out and hanging out, then there is a link in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one.